Do you really have to love your job? Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of The Future in 5. My name is Jacob Morgan. This is where I share my thoughts, ideas, and commentary on the future of work in 5 minutes or less. I'm still in Boston. I have one more event left. I just keynoted the Human Capital Institute conference. Tomorrow I'm doing the Chief Human Resource Officer Summit in Boston. Then finally I get to fly back home. But during dinner today, a conversation came up around people that should love their jobs. And it kind of made me cringe a little bit, and I was thinking about this for a little while, and we keep hearing this conversation, right? I mean, you should love your job, you should find a job that you can be at forever, yada, yada, yada. And I don't think that's entirely true. And I think we need to look at this at a micro level and a macro level. At a micro level, loving your job doesn't mean you love every aspect of your job. I mean, I've worked on my own for around 8-9 years, and I can tell you that there are a lot of things about what I do that I don't like. There are a lot of tasks that I find boring. There are a lot of tasks that I don't enjoy doing. And sometimes things get frustrating and they get a little tedious and you get a little burned out and you need a break. That doesn't mean I don't like my job. It means that I don't like some of the tasks that are associated with my job. But on a macro level, overall, I greatly enjoy what I do, which is why I do it. And I think we need to make sure that we don't confuse loving your job with loving all the tasks that go into it. So from a macro level, what I think this means is you should have more happy, positive days than you have negative ones. I think that's a very simple way to look at it from a micro level. If you wake up more days during the week thinking that you like your job, versus I hate my job, then overall I think it's safe to say that you enjoy the work that you're doing. So 50%, over 50%, the majority of your time at work is, you're overall happy and you're enjoying the work that you're doing. I think it's safe to say that you like your job. But if the opposite is true and, 4 out of the 5 days during the week you're waking up going, damn it, I have to go to work again, chances are you don't like the work that you're doing and you need to kind of address that and figure out what the issue is. So I think there's a big difference between liking your job versus liking all the tasks that go into it, and oftentimes we confuse the two. There are a lot of people that I talk to that say, I hate doing this project, I hate working with so-and-so, I hate my job. And that's not the same thing. And when I probe further and ask these people these questions, these employees or executives, what have you, overall they tend to admit that, they're pretty happy. But just because they have a bad day at work or they're frustrated with tasks or things that they do doesn't mean that they don't like their jobs. So do you need to love your job? I think on a macro level, it's important for you to have more positive days than you have negative days. But I think we shouldn't confuse loving your job with loving all of the tasks and things that go into it. That's a big difference. I don't think a job exists out there where every day you wake up and 100% of your day, every day at work is going to be just doing the things that you love. For me, I love racquetball. If I could wake up every day and play racquetball for 8-9 hours a day, even then, after a while, you might get bored and unhappy doing the drills that you have to do. So I think regardless of the work that you're doing, regardless of the company that you are working at, we need to have realistic expectations about what loving our job actually means. It means that we need to overall be happy. It means that we overall need to enjoy the work that we're doing, the people that we're working with, and overall we're happy with the tasks that we're doing. But that doesn't mean that at the slightest sign of being unhappy with somebody or with a task, we say, the hell with this place, I hate my job. That's not fair, right? It's not fair for you, it's not fair for your coworkers, managers, and it's not fair for the organization as a whole. So differentiate between loving your job versus loving the individual tasks that go into your job. And again, for me, I think a simple way to look at it is when you wake up and go to work, do you have more positive days during the week or negative days? If you have more positive days, you're on the good side of things. If you have more negative days, then you need to figure out why that's the case. Curious to hear what you think. Leave me a comment below. If you are a large organization that wants to get access to me and to a bunch of other top executives at organizations around the world, make sure to visit fowcommunity.com. That's the Future of Work community that I run or help run. We host events. We have a great network of senior leaders in there that talk about topics just like this. So visit that. If you want to get access to more articles or podcasts or newsletters, visit thefutureorganization.com. And if you would like to subscribe to the newsletter, simply text the word future to the number 44222. Again, that's the word future, and the number is 44222. Or you can visit thefutureorganization.com and click on the newsletter link. That's it from me from Boston. Have a good evening. I'll see you next time on an episode of The Future in 5. Hey, are you interested in the future of work? If so, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can get all the latest content on the future of work and stay up to date on all the latest trends and happenings. Not to mention, you will make me very, very happy. Make sure to subscribe.